Hey everybody, Jared with Second Life Design. I'm going to do a video on my new log trailer. We're going to break this into a couple different clips. I'm going to go outside and take a look at the new trailer, kind of go over its high points, what it's going to look like with a log on it, how it's going to work, future upgrades for it. And I'm going to come back inside and talk about, compare that one to the old trailer I had and what I used, what worked, what didn't, and why I switched to the new one. I apologize in advance if the audio outside is bad. It's a very busy time of day where I live, and the road's really busy. Get some road noise from there, so I apologize in advance for the audio. Just bear with me as best you can.
Okay, we'll do a quick once-over of this new to me log trailer. What's going to be a log trailer. It was a propane tank hauler. Yeah, so it's a really simple structure. Basically one big hoop for the arch. Another hoop is the frame, so kind of big two U-shapes. There's two cross members that slide. They're just loose within here. They move anywhere up and down the whole frame, and that's what supports the weight. I have a come along on there now. This is kind of a step one, and I'm gonna have a winch mounted on here, and I'll be able to pick these things up. This is a really small, I think this is an apricot log, but it's more on here for demonstration of what it's going to look like. Hopefully this is the smallest log I ever have on here, but yeah, it's this trailer was originally designed to move propane tanks. For people who live out in the country, they have liquid propane brought to them for heating, and that's what this was designed to do. So this would move 1,000-gallon propane tanks that were full. The guy would set them in place, and this is what he used to do it. So it's really simple. There's not a lot to it. There's no suspension. The tires are the suspension, and that's really it. It's kind of a very single-purpose trailer, but I think it's going to work really well for going to get logs. There will be a couple more parts to this. I'm going to do some welding on it to get some D-rings, some chain hooks, and other things for strapping things down. But this is where I'm starting, and this is the basic structure, and this is what it's going to look like when it's moving things. So that's the plan so far. It looks rusty and crusty, but it's really solid. The paint looks bad more than anything else. Even these fenders have all the holes in them. They're still solid. I could step all over those and it wouldn't be a problem. So that's the new to me log trailer. Really simple structure, and the plan to have a 9 or 12,000 pound winch mounted to the tongue here, going up to there to a snatch block going down. That should be able to lift any logs I'm going to see around here. So that's the plan. Stay tuned for more videos.
Okay, so that's the new trailer. That's going to be replacing the old Harbor Freight trailer I had. I posted a video about that, kind of going over it. That trailer worked fine for what I needed it for when I started. I wasn't too sure if I was going to be getting into a lot of logs, how many I'd be seeing. So it was kind of a low initial investment and a high yield return. So I was happy with what I got out of it. I made most of my money back on the cost, well over that. The biggest issue I had was getting things onto it. It was just a flatbed trailer. It tilted, but I would still just use a winch to drag the logs onto it. You can kind of see with the new one, I'm going to be able to lift logs up and maneuver them a little bit easier. I'll have a bigger winch with it, and I'll be able to just pick up bigger logs and move them easier. I could have got a bigger winch for the Harbor Freight trailer, but it was just kind of a point of diminishing return. It had a limited capacity. I think the capacity on it was 1,900 pounds. I routinely overloaded it, but it was going to be a point when that trailer would fail, and I didn't want that to be going down the road and have something break apart with a log on it. Just wasn't feeling safe with it anymore. So I got this new one. It has a much higher capacity. I'll be able to load this one down and be able to move logs a little bit easier. I'll be able to pick them up. I've said before, I live in the middle of town on a busy street. I have a 1/4 acre property where I'm doing all this, so I don't have the room for a lot of equipment, a lot of storage space. Ideally, I would have a flatbed trailer with a forklift or a skid steer, end loader, something like that. I don't, so I have to work with what I have, and that's what this one is. It's not multifunction, it's very single use, and then it's just for picking heavy things up. That's its only use. I can't use it for a flatbed trailer. It's the downside of it. I got it for a very good price, so this, again, I'll put some money into it and we'll see what I can get out of it. I think it'll work really well. I feel like I'll be able to use this very easily to pick up the logs I need to. So that's why I'm going with it. That's the plan for now. I talked about some of the upgrades. I'm doing some welding on it to get some tie-on points and getting a winch mounted on it. I'm going to redo the lights. It has a weird, doesn't have a ball hitch on it. It has just kind of where you drop a pin through it, like an ag implement type hitch. So I need to get a new harness and get a good ground connection. So doing a little wiring on it. I'm going to include some LED lights on it, increase some visibility, and kind of go from there. I don't really intend to change anything until I need to. The tires are new. I'm going to go with those. I would like to get more of a radial type road tire. The tires are on it are brand new. There's no sense in changing them right now. I'll see how it performs and go from there. So follow along. There'll be more parts to this video. I'll get some good videos of mounting the winch, how I'm going to mount that. I got a cool idea for that. Getting the D-rings and all the welding done. So follow along and you'll see how it's coming together. I want to thank all the new subscribers. Hopefully get some new content out to you guys soon. Really appreciate everything. And just please comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what I can do. If you want to see something in the shop, let me know. We'll go from there. Thanks, guys.